If you feel that there is tension in your relationship, pay attention to the details. There are subtle signs that may indicate someone is jealous of you. These signs are not just perceptions, they are manifestations of deep emotions that need to be acknowledged. Understanding these behaviors can open the door to an honest and necessary dialogue. One of the first signs is a change in that person's behavior around you. If you notice that they become more defensive or distant when you talk about your accomplishments or interactions with others, this could indicate jealousy. This reaction may not be intentional, but it reflects internal insecurities that they may be facing. Additionally, observing how this person interacts with you and others is crucial. If they often try to monopolize your attention or make dismissive comments about your friends, this may be a clear sign. It's as if they are trying to establish control over you, fearing the loss of your interest or affection. Another important clue is communication. If this person starts asking you questions about your outings or friendships, it may be a way to express jealousy. Intrusive questions like, "Are you going to hang out with them again?" are not merely curiosity, but a way to express concerns about your loyalty. Also, pay attention to their reactions in social interactions. If they become visibly uncomfortable when you're talking to other people, especially of the opposite sex, this may indicate jealousy. This insecurity is often accompanied by facial expressions that reveal discomfort or disdain. Body language is a powerful tool that reveals more than words. When someone is jealous, you may notice that their posture changes. She may cross her arms or avoid eye contact as a way to protect herself emotionally. These physical signs are manifestations of feelings that might go much deeper than what she is willing to verbalize. Her friends could also be an interesting gauge of the situation. If they start making sarcastic or suggestive comments about you, it could be a reflection of the jealousy she's feeling. Often personal insecurities become visible in social interactions, creating a tense atmosphere that affects everyone involved. Lastly, pay attention to whether this person has an excessive need for validation. If she frequently seeks reassurances about her worth or her place in your life, it may indicate jealousy. This quest for validation is an attempt to compensate for the fear of losing you. Recognizing these signs is the first step to addressing the situation with empathy and understanding. By opening an honest dialogue, you can not only clear up misunderstandings, but also strengthen the connection between you two. Communication is key to easing tensions and building a healthier and more transparent relationship. Remember that understanding others' emotions is an act of love. Allow yourself to explore these feelings and seek a path that leads to a deeper and more meaningful connection. True love thrives in environments of honesty and mutual support. When you start noticing these signs of jealousy, it's essential to act thoughtfully. This awareness may be uncomfortable, but addressing it with sensitivity is crucial. A good first step is to reflect on your own actions and how they might be impacting the other person. Ask yourself if there's anything you may have done, even inadvertently, that could have caused insecurities. This self-reflection can help you better understand the dynamics between you two. Once you have a clear perspective on the situation, the next step is to approach the person in a calm and respectful manner. Choose an appropriate time when both of you are relaxed and open to talk. Avoid bringing up the subject during times of stress or conflict, as this can escalate tension. When starting the conversation, use language that demonstrates empathy and understanding. Saying something like, "I've noticed you've been acting differently and I'd like to understand better what's going on," can create a safe space for dialogue. During the conversation, it's important to listen actively. Allow the other person to express their feelings without interruptions. Often, insecurities come to light through honest communication. By listening, you may uncover the roots of jealousy and understand how it relates to the individual's personal history. This approach not only shows that you care, but also helps to build a space of trust. Validation is a crucial aspect in moments like this. When the other person shares their insecurities, acknowledge their feelings. Saying things like, "That makes sense, and it's understandable to feel this way," can help lighten the emotional load. Often, validation can be what the person needs to feel heard and respected. Another useful strategy is to share your own vulnerabilities. Talking about your fears and insecurities can create a deeper connection and show that everyone has their struggles. This exchange of vulnerabilities can disarm feelings of jealousy and create a safer space for both of you. By sharing your experiences, You demonstrate that it's possible to face challenges together. Understanding the role of nonverbal communication is also essential. During the conversation, pay attention not only to the words, but also to the person's body language. This can provide deeper insight into how she really feels. If you notice that the person is becoming closed off, try adjusting your tone or approach to encourage her to open up even more. Communication is a two-way street, and being attentive to nonverbal cues can enhance the interaction. After the conversation, it's important to continue cultivating an environment of safety and support. This means being consistent in your actions and words. If the other person has expressed concerns about your loyalty, for example, make a conscious effort to show that you are committed to the relationship. Small gestures, such as maintaining transparency in your social interactions or spending time together, can make a significant difference. Additionally, considering quality moments together can help strengthen the connection. Planning activities that you both enjoy can create new memories and reinforce emotional bonds. This not only helps dissipate insecurities, but also brings a renewed sense of unity and love. Creating positive experiences together is an effective way to re-establish trust between you. It's also important to be aware that jealousy can arise in varying degrees and in different situations. A person may feel jealous at specific moments, but that doesn't define the entire relationship. Learning to handle these emotions in a healthy way is an ongoing process. Individual and collective growth is natural in any relationship and should be seen as a learning opportunity. Over time, you may notice that with the practice of open communication, jealousy tends to diminish. Establishing a safe space where both feel valued and respected is essential for the health of the relationship. Remember that each person brings their own experiences and insecurities into the relationship. Mutual understanding is the key to overcoming the challenges that arise. Lastly, never underestimate the power of forgiveness. In relationships, everyone makes mistakes. If the other person has expressed jealousy or insecurities, it does not mean they do not value you. Often these feelings are a manifestation of love and a fear of loss. Being willing to forgive and move forward is an important step in strengthening the connection. Cultivating a healthy relationship requires effort, patience, and understanding. By addressing signs of jealousy with empathy and openness, you not only resolve a potential conflict, but also build a stronger path toward lasting love. True love is based on honesty, respect, and the ability to grow together, even in the face of difficulties. It is through this journey that you and the other person can discover the true meaning of being together. When dealing with jealousy, it is essential to recognize that these feelings may be a reflection of past experiences. Often, a person brings insecurities from previous relationships that can influence how they perceive the current dynamic. This understanding is crucial as it can help create an environment where both feel safe to express their concerns. One effective way to approach the situation is to encourage reflection on what is causing these feelings. Ask yourself if there are behavior patterns that might be contributing to the other person's insecurity. You can also encourage them to explore their own experiences and how those have shaped their views on relationships. This can lead to deeper and more meaningful dialogue. Additionally, consider the importance of quality time together. Often, a lack of emotional connection can intensify jealousy. Spending quality time together, away from distractions, can help strengthen bonds. Simple activities like having dinner at home, going for a walk, or watching a movie can provide moments of closeness that are essential for building a healthy relationship. Empathy also plays a crucial role in managing jealousy. By trying to understand the other person's perspective, you show that you care about their feelings and are willing to work together to resolve issues. This type of understanding can be a powerful antidote against insecurities. Remember that behind every emotion, there is an unmet need or desire. If the person has expressed insecurities about your loyalty, it's important to reassure them that you are committed. This doesn't mean you should change who you are or what you do, but that you are willing to find a middle ground that works for both of you. Transparency is vital. Sharing your plans and interactions can help alleviate the other person's anxiety. One aspect that is often overlooked is the importance of self-confidence. Working on your own self-esteem can positively influence the dynamics of the relationship. When you feel secure in yourself, you are less likely to let the other person's insecurities affect your peace of mind. This can also inspire the other person to develop their own confidence. Encourage them to engage in activities that make them feel good about themselves. This can include hobbies, self-care practices, or even seeking therapy if necessary. When people feel good about themselves, it becomes easier for them to deal with jealousy and insecurities. Being in a relationship should not be the only source of personal validation. Another strategy is to be proactive in communication. Instead of waiting for issues to pile up, have regular check-ins about how both of you are feeling. It might seem simple, but it's an effective way to ensure that you're on the same page. Questions like, "How are you feeling about our relationship?" can open the door for important conversations. Additionally, it's essential to establish healthy boundaries. If the other person becomes overly controlling or intrusive in your social interactions, it's important to discuss this openly. Talking about what is acceptable and what is not can help set clear expectations, preventing future misunderstandings. Clear communication about boundaries can prevent resentment and unnecessary conflicts. Practicing gratitude can also be a powerful tool. Take time to express what you value in the relationship and in the other person. This practice can help reinforce the emotional connection and remind both of you of the qualities that attracted you to each other in the first place. Mutual recognition can serve as an antidote against feelings of jealousy. Also consider the option of seeking external help, such as couples therapy, if jealousy becomes a persistent issue. A professional can offer a fresh perspective and tools to handle these emotions more healthily. Sometimes, the mediation of a third party can help clarify feelings and promote understanding. Finally, it's essential to remember that every relationship is unique. What works for one couple may not work for another. Therefore, be open to adjusting your approach as needed. The process of dealing with jealousy may require time and patience, but the willingness to work together can strengthen the relationship. Celebrate the small progress along the way. Every honest conversation, every moment of shared vulnerability, and every effort to understand each other are important steps in building a stronger relationship. As you navigate these emotions, remember that true love is built on a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. When facing the challenges of jealousy, view the situation as an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing jealousy as an obstacle, turn it into a catalyst for personal and relational development. This perspective can not only help ease tensions, but also deepen the bond you share. Ultimately, what really matters is the mutual commitment to striving for a healthy relationship. With time, patience, and dedication, it's possible to transform insecurity into security and jealousy into trust. This journey may be challenging, but the rewards of true and lasting love are immeasurable. When dealing with jealousy, it's essential to understand that each person has a unique history that shapes their reactions. This means that instead of becoming defensive, you can benefit from trying to understand the origins of these feelings. Open and honest communication can be the key to uncovering what's really going on. Ask yourself, what past experiences might be influencing the other person's behavior? This can bring to light issues they may not even be aware of. Don't underestimate the power of validation. When the other person expresses their feelings of jealousy, it's important to acknowledge that those feelings are valid. Validation does not mean agreeing with toxic behaviors. Rather, it means recognizing the pain the other person is feeling. By doing this, you create a safe space where it is possible to discuss concerns without one side feeling attacked. This approach can help reduce defensiveness and open the door to more constructive dialogue. Additionally, consider the importance of establishing clear agreements within the relationship. This may include discussing what is acceptable in terms of friendships, social interactions, and communication with people outside of the relationship. Setting healthy boundaries can help alleviate anxiety and insecurity, since both parties will have a shared understanding of what is expected. This is not a form of control, but rather a way to cultivate transparency and trust. Regular meetings to discuss the relationship can be a healthy practice. These gatherings can be informal and don't need to follow a strict format. Just find a moment when both of you can sit down and talk about what is working and what isn't. This allows smaller issues to be addressed before they become bigger problems. Regular check-ins can create an environment where both of you feel comfortable expressing your concerns. Empathy, as already mentioned, plays a crucial role. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes to understand how they feel. This can help them open up about their insecurities and find ways to manage them. When both individuals strive to understand each other's perspectives, it becomes easier to cultivate compassion and mutual support. Alongside all of this, it's important for you to take care of yourself as well. By focusing on your own self-esteem and well-being, you become less susceptible to the influence of the other's insecurities. Invest in activities that make you feel good, like pursuing a hobby, exercising, or spending time with friends. This self-confidence can be contagious and may encourage the other person to work on their own insecurities. If you notice that jealousy is affecting the health of the relationship, consider seeking professional help. A therapist can provide a neutral space where you can explore these issues without judgment. The mediation of a professional can help improve communication and offer new tools for dealing with difficult emotions. Therapy can be especially helpful if jealousy becomes a recurring pattern that leads to constant tension. Another effective strategy is setting joint goals. When you have a common objective, it can help unite forces and reduce anxiety. This could be a project, a trip, or even a commitment to improving communication. Working together to achieve a goal can strengthen emotional connections and lessen the intensity of insecurities. Additionally, consider the importance of social support. Having a network of friends and family who support the relationship can be beneficial. They can provide an outside perspective and help reinforce trust. However, it's essential that this network doesn't become a space for gossip or unwanted interventions. Support should be constructive and positive. Sometimes jealousy can arise from comparisons. If the other person is constantly comparing themselves to others or to other relationships, it may feed insecurities. Therefore, it's important to ensure that both of you are focused on building your own story rather than getting lost in comparisons. Reinforcing what makes your relationship unique can help calm those insecurities. The practice of gratitude, as mentioned earlier, cannot be underestimated. Take a moment to reflect on the qualities you appreciate most in the other person. Sharing these observations can remind them of the value they bring to your life and help alleviate feelings of jealousy. This creates a positive reinforcement cycle where both of you feel more valued and secure in your relationship. Don't forget that forgiveness is a powerful tool. If the other person is feeling jealous, they may have acted impulsively or negatively. Instead of holding on to grievances, be willing to forgive and move forward. This doesn't mean ignoring harmful behaviors, but rather allowing both of you to learn and grow from the experiences. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, releasing emotional burdens and making room for a healthier love. Also, remember to celebrate victories. Each time you discuss and resolve an issue of jealousy, celebrate it as a win. These small victories are significant steps toward a healthier and stronger relationship. The journey can be challenging, but every effort is worthwhile when you see the connection deepen. Finally, be open to change. As the relationship evolves, new dynamics may arise, and it's natural for insecurities to change as well. Be willing to adapt your approach as needed. What worked in the past may not be effective in the future, and this is part of growing in a relationship. The willingness to work together on emotional issues can turn challenges into opportunities. Addressing jealousy in a healthy and proactive manner can not only resolve conflicts but also strengthen the bond between you. With time, patience, and love, you can cultivate a relationship that withstands any storm, building a future together filled with trust and respect. In addition to all these approaches, it's important to consider the influence of the environment you're in. Often, social dynamics and external expectations can exacerbate feelings of jealousy. Pay attention to situations or individuals that may be contributing to this insecurity. Discussing these factors can help clarify the roots of the problem. Another valuable practice is developing a self-care routine. Each person should prioritize their personal well-being. This involves dedicating time to activities that bring joy and relaxation. When both partners feel good about themselves, it becomes easier to establish a healthy connection without the interference of insecurities. Transparency remains a fundamental pillar. Sharing your feelings, plans, and interactions helps create a space where both of you feel secure. When you open up about your social life, it helps ease the concerns of the other person. Similarly, encourage them to do the same. If you notice that the situation is becoming unsustainable, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Couples therapy can provide a safe space to explore these dynamics without judgment. A therapist can offer practical tools to enhance communication and empathy between you. Additionally, consider the importance of celebrating small victories in the relationship. Each time you manage to address a sign of jealousy and resolve the issue, it should be acknowledged. These victories are essential for building a stronger and healthier relationship. Finally, always maintain a positive attitude. Love is a journey that requires effort and commitment. By facing challenges head-on, you become more resilient and connected. Trust and understanding are the foundation for a lasting relationship. Before you leave, do two things right now. Take a deep breath and hold on to what touched your heart today. And if it makes sense, share this story with someone who also needs to hear it.